Watch that strap, that one slip off. Right hand. Can you slide your over to the right a bit? That's it. Good. Down. Go down. Easy, easy.
Not dodgy at all.
Bolt again. Yeah, we can start putting a bit more. Torque on it. It's leaping apart. So we can graduate on to the next side wedge, next tool down. Right down. Sorry, up there. You want to track out some bigger wedges. That's what I do. I can bring some sort of little fly bars, especially the ones that are not so humongous. I've got a couple of real big ones here. That looks like it's actually let go. Carol, I think we'll find it because it needs to come up even evenly on here. So, some blocks under there, some sort of what I actually think. Yeah, blocks would help too, but we now need to think about what can we use to lift this thing off with so that the scrap doesn't fall off. If that's threaded, that one there, we can put a lifting line there, and we can put a lifting line this one here. Alright, that's all we've got time. Yeah. I've got a hair and nail point ready to go to.
Gee, that's your second hearty bloody move for the day.
That's happened occasionally.
Yeah. Nice.
Here we go. You can't. Hey, sit the flat. It's sitting flat at the bottom. That seems to be fairly.
I don't know what's going there at all.
Right, but it seems to be sitting nice and securely. So let's get it up, but nice and slowly. Just get your hands out of the way, touch it up.
Helping us out here is Toby from us. He's doing some volunteering and getting some work experience with us.
Mark this up there for a sec. It's a significant tight spot, but that could be because of gunk in there, or it could be a great big sort of rust spot.
Oh, lovely.
The trick is to get it out without it pinning off,
Bending.
smashing you in the face. That's more. Bending it, you can always replace it, but if it pings off and smashes you in the face, it's a bad start to the day. Normally this would be a big no-no, getting the bearing out by whacking it on the inner race, but because it's jammed, it's not going to be much of an issue. And we want to try and save this seal, because this is an oil seal, and Darryl and I were looking at this last night. You can see how springy it still is, after 80 odd years. So it's more than likely we can keep that seal in there. There you go, last, finally. Yeah, there's that rubber seal. It's nice and
Firm yet springy.
nice and springy. It's like a very well cooked steak. It's the same seal manufacturer as what did the seals in the Snook 3 gearbox. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Ah.
So it's likely that you get some of the usual suspects turning up.
Simmer spring.
Nice. Let's see if we can understand why it wasn't turning. Good metal-to-metal contact with an oil film where the rollers are, so it protects it from corrosion, but either side of it, it allows that to sort of build up. This bearing is easy to get, and it's reasonable cost, so rather than trying to save money on things like this, we'll just go ahead and replace the bearing. That's the easiest thing.
Steve's made this bolt-on fixture out of 2 pieces of I-beam, just to hold it a bit more securely while we disassemble the piece. Reasonably secure.
Yeah.
So what's the plan of attack here now, Steve?
The pinion shaft, I believe, is holding together the brake drums and the steering clutch assembly in here. So I figure that splitting this assembly here will give us access inside to be able to remove the ring gear, and then whatever's retaining the pinion shaft in there, so then we should be able to pull the whole thing apart. We've got another set of case bolts here which bolts the two halves of the unit together as well too, so that might be another avenue of how we split the assembly apart. What do you reckon, Darryl? I'll go with what he said. Bolt there as well, the jacket as well.
No.
Is there one on the other side? Yeah, first thing of the day, make sure you ring a little chime every time Darryl says.
Yeah, everyone else can take a shot. Whenever you hear Darryl jacking off. Yeah.
Jacking bolt.
Yeah.
The jacket off, the jacket off. I'm just having a look to see what's in there, so that before we go sort of digging around too much, to get an idea of what's in there. And where the dry pinion.
After a bit of wrecking with the ball scope, the boys feel confident enough to start pulling things apart. Our first hurdle, everyone's favourite, split pins for castellated nuts. Yeah. Wiggle. Yeah, they wiggle. However, unlike nearly every other split pin and castellated nut that I've seen in this place, these aren't completely rusted solid and pull out fairly easily.
Don't tell anyone, right?
That's okay, they got the warning.
I'm sure there's plenty of people wincing every time I do this.
Only the people that don't know.
I can almost hear the clickety clack of thumbs on glass.